Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do the video that's like 2 weeks late, but here we are. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm RLQ.Rosie on Instagram, which is where most of you guys know me from. And if you are not familiar with me there, then pause this video and go follow me. And then when you come back, subscribe to my channel and turn on my notifications, because I promise, okay, I'm going to promise this video and I'll probably promise the next video, because I promise every single video. I'm going to try and be more active. I don't really know, but hold me accountable, okay? This video is coming to you about 2 weeks too late, I think. Obviously the collection launched on the 21st, I want to say it was, which is a week ago from today that I'm recording this. This video might go up on the 1st, the 2nd. I don't really know, but let's just talk before we jump into it. So I did do 3 looks, and this is the final look. This is the one I did today, and the reason for the delay, if you follow me on Snapchat, if you follow me on Instagram, if you follow me on Twitter, I think I posted it there, my audio was destroyed. I tried saving it, like the pitch was so bad, I sounded horrible, and I know that sounds so stupid, like, girl, you just sounded stupid. No, because it was also clipping, and I hope if you're watching this and you fast forward, there's going to be some voiceovers. So I'm going to try and do some voiceovers. The problem with like doing that is my reactions in the moment are 100%, and it's hard to kind of reenact those. There are some shades that I did have trouble with that I wanted to show you guys in the moment and talk about in the moment. So now having to go back and talk about them, it kind of feels like, okay, well, now it's this and that. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, well, at least now I know from experience again, because this is my fourth. This is my 4th look with the palette. This is the 3rd one I've recorded. One of them I loved, and I ended up scrapping it because it wasn't my vibe. This is the 3rd and final look. I hope you like it. I hope you like this video. Yeah, let's just shut up. Let me just shut up and get right to the getting ready with me, because this video is probably going to be long. So check the description box. By the way, this collection was sent to me as PR. Full disclosure, full disclaimer, whatever you call it. I don't really know. But this was sent to me. Obviously, I'm on the PR list. So I'm so very thankful for it. And if you've been here for a while, you guys know that I appreciate you guys watching this video, because if it weren't for you guys, then I would not be on this PR list. So let me go ahead and once again, for sure this time, shut up so we can get to the getting ready thing portion. So we'll see at the end. Alright, so opening up the palette for the first time, I really love the shade range. I don't really know exactly what I'm saying here. I'm just showing you that this is the first time I'm opening it. I dipped into High King first and was extremely satisfied with the way it blended out. I didn't have any trouble with it. Next shade I dipped into was Blood Queen, which again blended out super amazing. As you can see, it's super pigmented. I didn't have any trouble with it. I ended up carving out kind of a crease so I can add a wing. And then I dipped into Executioner. So the thing with Executioner was, originally the first layer did not apply regularly. Like, it did not apply with glitter, so I actually had to dip in a second time. It was as if the top coating did not have the actual glitter type it is, so I had to keep going back into it so I can add the glitter. As you can see, I kind of get a little bit closer and show you guys how the top layer I added on had more glitter than the original one, if that makes any sense. The more I packed it on, the better it was. The initial payoff was not the best, and it could have been the brush I used, but I want to say it was definitely that top layer that did not have enough glitter in it. Cleaned it up with concealer as usual. Actually, I used foundation. And then I dipped into Pink Magic. So this is a shade that I know most people would use their fingers for, and I decided to use a brush just to see how the payout would be without using the finger, and I was pleasantly surprised. I did do 2 layers, so I dipped into it twice before going into Take the Crown and using that kind of in my inner whatever area, inner lid area. I really like the way it blended out. That one was super pigmented, did not have any trouble with it. All 3 of them blended super amazing together. But I did decide to go back into Pink Magic and apply with my finger just a little bit, just to see if it would give me a lot more payout, which it did. For the inner corner, we used Wet Jewel. I really liked the way they all looked together. They kind of just flushed and flowed into like a purple rainbow. So I went back into Blood Queen under the eye to blend it out, and then High King for the inner part. And then I added a little bit more Wet Jewel towards the bottom so that it looks a lot more like flush, I guess you would say. On the lips, we had I'm Vulgar from the mini bundle, which I really loved. Like, I was obsessed with. Pause for a Desmond break. And then I dipped into the Extreme Frost Choking on Ice, which originally I didn't think it was paying off, so I did have to go back into it the second time. Of course, the payoff is super amazing. But with these Extreme Frost, like, they're actually my favorite formula lashes. I use the Iconic lashes, and that's about it. All right, so for the second look, I wanted to do something a little bit more, I guess you would say dramatic. So I dipped into Blood Queen again. And as you can see, I have no trouble applying it or blending it out. And then I dipped into Royal Pain after Blood Queen. I wanted to blend those together to kind of give it a nice flow. I know Jeffree had mentioned during his video that those two would look beautiful together, and they did. I absolutely was obsessed. To deepen the V, I used Dungeon. Dungeon I had no problems with. I was a little bit worried it'd be patchy, but it wasn't. It applied so perfect, and it blended into Blood Queen amazing. And per usual, I did carve out the crease, and then I began my transition with Bleeding Heart. That one applied super amazing. I didn't have any trouble with it, and the payoff was incredible. I was super in love with that color, and that was the one color I knew I wanted to play with, like, from the beginning. And then I went into Betrayal. Wanted a little bit more drama, so I went into Betrayal for the inner portion of my eyelid, and I love the way they blended together. Honestly, like, any of the metallic shades worked so beautifully. Super pigmented. I had no trouble with them. No, I used Choking on Ice for my what do you call that? I don't even know what that area is called right now off the top of my head. But to blend out the bottom lash, I went into Blood Queen. And then I went into Bleeding Heart. Bleeding Heart, actually, on the lower lid, I had a little bit more trouble with it. I think it was just the brush that I used. I had to go in that one twice. Once I dipped into it the second time, it was perfect. For highlight, I did try something different. I went to Beauty Sleep, and it was so gorgeous. I kid you not. This is like the most perfect highlight. Definitely try that shade as a highlight. For the lips, I use Wizard's Glass. That shade is stunning, especially by itself. So I highly recommend that one out of all of them. To complete the look, I put on some Allura Light Lashes, and that was it. All right, I need all the luck I can get with this. This is my final look, not my final, but my final look for this video with the Bloodlust palette. So as you guys know, the audio on my first two looks was just done, like foobar. I tried fixing it, did not work. So we're gonna go in with this one a little bit more in depth because my other two hopefully will be voiceovers. More than likely will be voiceovers. But let's just. We're going to have a purple moment. I just want a purple moment. So we're going to go into this shade here, which is Vivid Mood. So we're going to go into Vivid Mood. This is a Colourpop brush. And on the eyelids, I actually have a mixture of Too Faced and Popstar Cosmetics primer. Ooh. All right. I was not expecting that, even though I've played with the palette. I haven't played with this particular shade, so I'm going to dip in once more so I can actually go a little bit more out this way. I don't know words. I'm so sorry. So I will say, oh gosh, this is going to be chatty. I will say as I go into this that my first two looks were recorded in the evening. And I actually wanted to do all three of them during regular daylight, but my schedule just did not line up. And I was really bummed about it, but at the same time, you know, shit happens. So here I am. This shade is so pretty. What the hell? Like, I thought High King was my favorite shade, but this shade, I live for it. So actually, I think I'm going to go a little bit basic with this one. I was going to do a more wearable look, but I think I want to do the most basic. Hold on, these eyebrows are so bad. I've just given up on eyebrows. So, I mean, Anastasia, if you're out there and you're watching this, add me to your PR list so that I can focus a little bit more on the brows. Until then, it's kind of like last thought. We're going to go into Blood Queen, which is this one here. And under just to kind of intensify the purple. Ugh. Sometimes I get really annoyed with how pretty purple is because it's absolutely my favorite color to play with. Okay, I think I went a little bit overboard on purple. Did I go a little bit overboard on purple? Like, is there such thing? I feel like I should have just left it at that first one. I'm gonna take a regular brush and kind of brush this out some more. Stop it, you stupid brow. So now I'm gonna carve it out. This brush is dirty. That's a dirty brush. I'm gonna go ahead and take more Pop Star concealer so I can carve out the little thingy, whatever you call it. Okay, so I will say that I was pleasantly surprised after my first two looks that my lid did not stain like most purple shades do, because most purple shades have a little bit of red, or I guess you would say pink, staining to it after you wipe it off. It's common with almost all purples. Anybody who plays with purples a lot knows exactly what I'm talking about. Even the blood sugar, like a little bit more of the purple shades would stain. And this one, it didn't. And I played with it a couple of times, and I haven't had any trouble yet, but it's only been a couple of times. This is my third time, but these are, of course, the lighter shades. And I really like that purple. Okay, so next I'm gonna go into, we're gonna go into this purple shade up here. This is honestly just going to be a very basic purple look. Actually, pause, put that down, put that down, put that down. Don't ruin the eyeshadow. Let's take a regular flat shader. So we're gonna go into the shade Your Majesty, which is this like bone white shade, just to kind of set the lid up here. And to kind of make it a little bit more vibrant than my normal lid color. Is vibrant the right word? No, it's not, is it? You guys can judge me later in the comments. I have a little bit of that take the crown, and I'm going to apply it to the lid like a liner. You can't really see it. Okay, we're going to go into Pink Magic, which is one of my favorite shades from the palette, because I do know that one will show up. We're going to take that same brush and dip into that and go over that spot. There we go. That's the effect I was looking for. And then we'll just go into Blood Queen again, which is this one here. And we're going to connect it to this and blend it. I'm going to go a little bit into Betrayal, which is the shade here, and add that to the middle. So it's a little bit more of an ombre effect on the liner. I feel like this purple isn't applying like it did up here and on my lids for the other look. I don't know what it is. It could be because I've done my makeup so many times today, but I washed my face completely this last time. Okay, let me clean that up really quick. I'm going to use a little bit of this foundation. And then I'm going to blend out the top more. I want more pop to this part. So we're going to take Choke It on Ice, which is the Extreme Frost that just came out. This gorgeous piece of Extreme Frost, and we're going to go into the tiniest art brush. We're going to apply that up into the lid. Why can't I see it? What is going on today? Am I being pranked? Maybe it's my lighting, because I didn't want to turn my second light on, and now I'm regretting it. I'm going to go ahead and turn on that light, and I'm going to show you guys. This is the before. And this is the after with the light on. So it's actually not as bad as it was a little bit earlier. And that's because the sun is kind of shifted. It's so annoying. But here I am. Alright, so I do love this look. I don't know why Blood Queen was applying like such a little puto, because when I did my last look, my first look, it applied like a dream, and even when I did it here, it applied perfectly. So I'm just kind of like, what is going on? And then the Extreme Frost, you guys have seen me apply them multiple times. I've used it in a couple different looks, but for some reason it just was not cooperating with me. So enough of that. I'm gonna go and pop this eye on off camera, and then what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do the rest of my face on camera, I think. Okay? Okay, so second eye is done. I'm having trouble with the purple on this eye again. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I didn't have problems with the first look, as you guys saw, so it's not very consistent, but it's a gorgeous shade. For one of the looks, I think it was a second look that I did, I used Beauty Sleep as a highlighter. Today, I kind of want to use Wet Jewel as a highlighter, which has a little bit more pink than I probably would want, but oh, it's okay. We're gonna use it. We're going to use it as a highlight. It's going to be very pink, especially on my skin tone, but I want to see what it looks like. Obviously, I have a very curious mind, so we're going to go into that shade. And oh, actually, it's not that bad. Yeah, I don't hate it. I really liked Beauty Sleep as a highlighter, but this one, wow, I'm impressed. This reminds me of, is it a Javelin? Javelin, right? So wonky. This is probably one of my first Morphe brushes ever, and it broke, and I think it was because I washed it, and back then I didn't wash it correctly. Like, I didn't wash my brushes correctly, and I would let them basically dry like this, which, if you, whether or not you knew, but you're not supposed to stand them up like this because the water from the bristles will seep down into the actual brush handle, and that's how they get ruined. That's why you're supposed to dry them like this, or at an angle. All my brushes are usually like at an angle when I dry them now, but back in the day I wouldn't do that, so it would just kind of like go into here, and then it slowly just broke. I'm assuming that's what happened because that's the only explanation I think makes sense. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna pop on Choking on Ice in my inner corner. Pop that here and here. And then we're going to go under the lid with Blood Queen. And then on the inner corner, like this part of my lid, I want to go into, Betrayal, which is this one here. I feel like I have a lot of texture today, and I don't know why, because earlier I did not. I was feeling myself. Okay, for lips, we're going to throw on I'm Royalty, which, as you guys know, is actually one of my favorite OGs from Jeffree Star. So as most of you guys know, Jeffree Star released 3 shades to kick off his career, and that was the trio, but not even a trio. You can purchase them separately, or you could buy them all 3. It was I'm Royalty, Prom Night, and Red Rum. That is what started my obsession with Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I was counting down the days until this collection launched, or not the collection, but the brand launched, and I still have those original bottles. I don't use them because obviously they've gone bad, but I did purchase them. So the reason why I'm using a shade that I've already used is because I'm going to top it off with Lord Star, which is the gloss, and I want it to really pop and look luscious. So I'm going to let it dry, and then we'll be right back. Alright, we are dry, so let's pop this beauty on. And then for lashes, last but not least, we're going to throw on some shorty lashes from Colourpop. I love Colourpop lashes. These are so underrated. So we're going to throw these on, and we'll talk. Be right back.
You'll be dead to me.
And we're back. Thank you so much for watching. So I did apply some of the Choking on Ice on my tattoos and my little clavicle area, just so you guys could see me pop a little bit more. But I hope you liked this video. I hope you like this look. My hair looks like dookie as usual, but we are not a hair channel. We are a makeup channel, and not a very good one and not a very consistent one, but here we are. So if you watch it to the end, I appreciate you. Welcome back. Again, I'm still RLQ.Rosie. Find me on Instagram, follow me, pause my video, go watch it. Because also, in addition to this Bloodlust palette, I was sent the lip glosses and I was sent the mini bundle. So you can actually find those lip swatch videos on Instagram. I will link them down below so you guys don't have to like search my feed, but you can check them out. I did all the shades swatched on the lips of both the glosses and the, oh my lash, come on now. And we're back. So in the words of Rich Lux, I guess like the drama is what like caused my eyelash to come up. So I actually think I got glue in my eye. I'm really bummed about it. But anyways, yeah, so you can find lip swatch videos on my Instagram. This is my third look. I think this is actually my second favorite look. I think my first look is still one of my like absolute favorite looks. But this one is actually tying with it. For some reason, I don't know what it is. I had so much trouble applying this, the Skin Frost. The extreme frost to my eyelid. Then again, it was over an eyeshadow, so I'm willing to bet that was a huge problem, because I mean, obviously look at how it looks on my chest, and then of course I popped in my inner corner with no problem whatsoever. But for some reason, when I applied it over that shade, it was kind of like, nah girl, we don't want to do this today. So I will say that was a little bit disappointing the second time around, but I've used the highlighter like 5 times, so I can honestly say it's legit AF, and it's so gorgeous. I think the highlighter is one of my favorite parts of the collection. Wizard Gloss lip gloss is my favorite gloss from the collection. And then from the palette itself, I would have to say it's between Pink Magic and Beauty Sleep, which are these 2 shades here. So this one here and this one here are 2 of the most gorgeous shades ever. My hands are dry, but that's like everything right there. So I definitely was very impressed with how the formula worked, especially being purples. I want to say they worked a lot better than the purple in the Alien palette. That was one that I had played with because, of course, I love purple. That was one that I was familiar with in the formula, and I feel like that one is a little bit more drier than these. These are amazing. Like, this still holds true to the blood sugar formula. The one complaint I will have is the casing. I love the packaging. Like, I love this. I do love this. The shape is not a problem, and the details are fire. Like, they're amazing. But for some reason, the lining on my package, like if you see this here, the lip is actually, it sticks out a little bit. So it's not flush. And that's my only complaint. I really don't like that. And it kind of bumps me out. So like if I like pound it down, let's see if I can get a close up. But if you can see, this back part is actually sticking up a lot more than the front part. Other than that, I don't mind the packaging. I know most people do. But I keep mine in my Alex drawer on the bottom because it is a palette I'm going to probably rotate a lot. Also, Royal Pain. This shade right here is a great everyday shade. If you want to see me do some more wearable looks with this particular palette, let me know. But of course, you know me, your girl had to play with color. We had to go a little bit crazy with my first couple of looks. So I love them all, I really do, but I definitely want to do something a little bit more wearable for my wearable neutral family out there. You know what I'm talking about. So, I think that's it as far as my thoughts go. The collection is sold out at the moment. I was able to upload my tutorials before. So if this was your first time watching them, then you don't follow me on Instagram. So you should go there, like I mentioned, and follow me. And while you're at it, come back here and subscribe to my channel. But that is it. That is it. I'm pretty sure that is it. I will link the collection down below so that when it does restock, if any of you guys like are randomly stumble upon this video months down the line when it's restocking, then you guys will know where to find it. The one thing I will suggest is definitely picking up the gloss, definitely picking up the Extreme Frost and the palette itself. As far as the mini bundle goes, I always recommend the mini bundles. The mini bundles are amazing and the new shades are fabulous. Like, I just love them. So that's it. I'm gonna stop talking now because I'm pretty sure this video is gonna be about 30 minutes long, and I'm so sorry, but there are timestamps, so if you skipped it to the end, you can go back according to timestamps and see the looks. But that's it. I hope this video, if you don't like this video, please just walk away, pretend it did not happen. But as for the rest of you guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye.